All right, so I got sick for a week and I still made over 5,000 in my business. In this video, I'm gonna break it down what the income streams were so that you can prepare for times where maybe you're sick or maybe you're traveling, or I wasn't planning to do both, but I wanted to travel and then I got sick during travel. We had to rearrange some stuff and fly back home. And so in this video, I'm just gonna break down kind of the different ways that you can get clients and how you can set yourself up to bulletproof bad times. I think it's helpful, especially in times of, we hear the word recession more and more.
And as the stock market drips to record lows, economic experts say we could be heading towards a recession.
A recession is pretty likely.
I think we probably are in a recession, and that recession will get worse.
On this channel, I usually talk a lot about like inbound marketing, where you post content. It's one-to-many. You put out a piece of content or you do something where you then get so many people seeing your stuff and then reaching out to you. And then we have outreach where you message people. It's one-to-one. I was sick for about a week. If I had only done outbound and I had to stop for a week, I didn't get any clients. Like, I wouldn't have made any money for that entire week, which is not the entire world. It's not like, oh, I can't even be sick or I can even rest a little bit without my business going on.
Entrepreneurship. I wasn't sleeping.
That's not what I'm talking about. You can do this even if you're completely healthy and you just want to make sure that you always get leads coming in. So I'll just cut straight to it and then we'll do the backstory how I got sick, because it's also pretty funny. But first, the value nugget. First thing is outbound and inbound. I've already talked about that. Then we have the rebound. But the client who's bought something from you once and then they rebound, they buy again. And then we have referrals. So I'm not sure if I should put referrals as an inbound because they're coming to you or someone is referring them to you. It's kind of inbound, but at the same time, I look at inbound where you can do something to get people coming to you. They see your stuff, they reach out to you, which works really well. So for referrals and people who buy again, there's two different things you can do. Number one, when you get a client for referrals, you can over provide on value so that when you build the funnel for them, or in my case a funnel, but if you sell something else, let's say you sell video services or websites or social media ads, emails, whatever it is, after you're done, if they're happy, instead of asking for a testimonial, you can say, hey, by the way, I would love to pay you 20% of our fee if you know someone else who needs our services. So if you say, let's say you build funnels for authors, if they're in a community of authors, then they probably know someone else who need a book funnel as well. I do this with course creators because that's my niche. All they have to do is create a group chat. So in Messenger, they just create a group chat, they introduce you to them and them to you, and you take it from there. So not a lot of work for them, but you get another client. So that's one thing. Now, what happened for me during this time, so I'll just divide the 5,000 that I made, I was sick for a week, made 5K. One of them was client funnels, and then the other part was courses and affiliate stuff and stuff like that. Probably made more than 5 when I count the affiliates, but either way. So the funnel client is someone who I mentioned in a couple of videos on this channel, and they wanted another funnel. So even though I was sick, they said, look, if you want to, this is a challenge, you can build a funnel, but we need it done by Thursday. So this was last week, and they probably messaged me or emailed me Monday or Tuesday and said by Thursday. And I was sick, so I was like, well, can I do it? Like, yeah, but can I focus? No, it was super hard to focus. It still is a little bit because the COVID version that I have is just slow. So it's kind of like a man flu, and my brain is like foggy and everything, which you can probably tell from this video. Hey, I'm back and we're still doing it. So they reached out, they said, hey, do you want to do it? If you can do it, and we agreed on the price. They already knew it because they're a big client, and I told them, like, here's the fee. And so I said, I can do it, and I did it in like 2 days. So no problem, right? But then I think that stress also made me even more sick of knowing like there's another deadline. But hey, I made a couple of $1,000s, so it's all good. The other part was the course full-time funnel designer. And then a couple of people also bought the lower ticket 37 funnels bundle as well for 37 bucks. So yeah, those were the income streams. Like I said, there were probably some other coaching and affiliate stuff, sort of like pocket change on the side, but big picture 5K-ish in a week. And The reason I say this is because I want you to think about any bad times. Like I said earlier, we might be going into a recession. We might be going into stagnation, stagflation, like all these words they hear being thrown around from economists.
I got hairy legs.
It's not looking too bright. And I don't say that to warn you. I say that to prepare you mentally so that you don't get caught. I want you to prepare by working harder. So I saw someone post on Facebook, like, when we talk about recessions, the best way that we can prepare is pretend that there's no recession. As entrepreneurs, not if you have a job. If you have a job, I would recommend that you become as valuable as possible so they can't fire you. They have to fire everyone else but you, right? Because that's how you keep your job, is if you are super valuable to them. But in a recession, a lot of people get laid off. Like, a lot of people stop spending, so the business go under. They go out of business, they have to lay off people, and the cycle is almost like a death spiral of Luna. No, it's not that bad. But anyways, so what you can do is make sure you maximize inbound, outbound, rebound, and referrals. You can do all those four, and then you just focus on cutting out distractions. And what I mean by that is not like, hey, you gotta have like all these routines and rituals to be super focused. No, it's just making sure that you're doing the work, the boring work, the hard work, the actual funnel building, and making your portfolio better. Because then you don't have to, like, in an environment where it's hard, and even if you're sick, you're like, well, I'm not really feeling good today. I don't want to do a sales call. But if you can at least show up, it's just an example, maybe it's a bad example, but however you feel, however the times are, if you can show a strong presence in your portfolio, great examples. You can show that while the world was distracted by chaos, you put in the work, you stayed focused, you developed your skills. And if you can do that, you can showcase the examples that you have and the work that you've done, and people see it, they go, my gosh, that's exactly what we need. And people have told me on a Zoom call or DMs, like, that's exactly what I need you to build for my brand. That's what it needs to look like. And so ask yourself, what kind of services do you have right now? Is it video? Is it ads? Is it funnels? Is it copywriting? Is it blogging? What are you selling right now? And how can you improve your portfolio? Do you take a free client, then get a testimonial from them? There's a video that I made. It's called the PPP agency, 0 to 100K, by starting with pay per result. And so you just charge a hard cost of, let's say, $500, no profit margins. It's just $500, and then only if they like it, only if the funnel is converting and increasing conversion rates and they absolutely love it, is when they pay the rest of the fee, and that would be your profit. So let's say your services are 2K, and then you just charge 500, and then if they like it, so some clients you might not get any more than 500, and some you will. And so it's an easy way to close someone because lower risk, and you build your portfolio while getting paid. So yes, you can do the first one free if you're just getting started, but focus on building your portfolio, becoming better, and then staying focused on doing the work for the next, I would say, 6 to 18 months. If you can stay focused and do the work during these hard times ahead, and you can put out content, message people, provide solutions, help them out for free, then you'll always have clients. Right now I have my inbox. Literally today I had someone else say like, hey, I saw you were in Cyprus recently. That's from content. I saw you were in Cyprus recently. I'm in Cyprus. I need a funnel. Can you build a funnel for me? And so I can now decide, do I have time to take on more clients? Doesn't look like it right now, but I am hiring more people to help me. So maybe. But that being said, hopefully this helps a little bit. And now the quick backstory, how I got sick. But before that, if you want to learn more about how we build funnels, get clients, make sure the funnels convert, get happy clients, and make sure we get testimonials, we build our portfolio, we get leads, clients, content, all that good stuff, then check out Full-Time Funnel Designer. The course I mentioned that I made a couple of thousand in this week that was sick, more and more people are joining. And it's a growing community. We're over 400 people now building funnels, a lot of us for other people, so like funnel agency stuff. So there's a discount in the description if you want to check it out. Okay, so it was me, my 3 brothers. So I got 1 older brother, 2 younger brothers, and then my dad. We were planning our first ever boys trip only to Austria. And Austria is a pretty strict country, so we had to do some rapid testing at the airport. You know, we were flying to Stockholm, from Stockholm to Austria. And so it was early. It was, by the way, the video that you saw on this channel before I left, that was filmed 15 minutes before going to the airport. 15 minutes. I wanted to get a video done. So anyways, that's funny. We got to the airport, it was early, they didn't have the testing open in Finland, so we flew to Sweden where they didn't check anything, so we could get the test there. Rapid test, up the nose. We check in, we go through security, the gate and everything, and we get to the other side and we get the results and my brother is positive. So we're like, okay, let's not panic anything. I mean, some of us was kind of freaking out, but one of the tools that I've learned is to remove all the emotions out of it and just think, okay, what are the solutions? You know, that we have, what are the options? So option one would be to quit, or, you know, just everyone go home. Option number two would be to send our brother home because he got COVID, or we all do something else. And so we decided to stay in Sweden. So we were in Stockholm for a couple of days, and what do you know? Sometimes when you're in Sweden in a small hotel room, 5 people, with someone who has COVID, then you also get the COVID. It wasn't bad, it was almost asymptomatic from him. And then, you know, when we got home 4 days later, everyone else got COVID as well, except for my dad. So we got COVID, all of us, but for me, it's been just like a regular man flu. And when I get a man flu, it's typically due to high workload, because I love working. I take on many projects and I have coaching courses, YouTube, funnel agency stuff, like, I mean, the software, everything. When I get sick, it's like my body telling me, hey, you gotta rest. And so it's been like that for a week, where I cough and sore throat, and yeah, that's pretty much it. My brain also is just slow. So it's never been like super bad. It's just been like drawn out, and it sucks because I want to work and I want to build funnels and I can't really focus. So maybe it's good. It's helped me to relax more. But yeah, we decided to instead of sending our brother home and go on our trip, we changed our plans so we could be out in nature in the Swedish archipelago. We rented bikes, scooters, played paddle, golf. So it was fun. But now I'm entering season 2. So season 1 of this year was, you know, being a nomad. It was traveling all these places and working and still doing the thing, but working from different locations. And now I'm going into serious mode where there's not a lot of activities, nothing planned, which is how I like it. Because then I can, if I want to travel for a week in, let's say August, we just book something last minute. But I don't want to have anything planned where I have a deadline and say, okay, before we travel there, I need to do these things. I want it to be for the next months. It's just making the course better, the YouTube videos better, the coaching program better, the funnel services better, the team hiring, firing, SOP systems better, and that's it. That's it. So no distractions, no travel plans or anything like that for the foreseeable future, because now it's season 2 and we go all in. So appreciate you for being here. If you want to join the free community, link is in the description. If you want to join the course and take your funnel game, your client game, funnel agency to the next level, there's a discount in the description. And if you want to learn more about how we build some of these funnels, something specifically, you can also just ask in the comments, because I love helping you on here in the community as well. So with that said, hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next one.